In government, we have the executive, judicial, and the legislative branches. They are all supposed to work with a certain level of synergy. Now, the executive branch is represented by the president, the judicial branch is represented by the Supreme Court, and the legislative branch is represented by Congress and the Senate. The legislative branch is on vacation right now. They've left. They're just out in the wind as the executive branch and, the judicial branch continue to do the work. So, as Nancy Pelosi, the Chuck Schumers, and everybody else in the world sit there and kick back with ice cream and margaritas, you got this coming to us from the Jerusalem Post. Israel, UAE reach historic peace deal. We can make a wonderful future. This is written by Lahav Harkov and Omri Nahamis. Yeah, we're just going to go with that. But effectively, what the president, the executive branch, is trying to do is broker peace with the Middle East. Man, that should take you back if you're from the 90s. Third ever peace treaty between Israel and an Arab state includes embassies, direct flights, agreements, suspends annexation, but Netanyahu says, I will never give up on our right to our land. Fair enough. Israel and the UAE agreed to full normalization of relations in a phone call with U.S. President Donald Trump on Thursday, making the first peace treaty between Israel and an Arab country in 25 years. Israel agreed to suspend its planned extension of sovereignty over parts of Judea and Samaria to facilitate relations with the UAE and potentially other Arab and Muslim countries. The agreement will include establishing embassies and exchanging ambassadors, investments into the Israeli economy, trade, direct flights between Tel Aviv and Abu Dhabi, and investment in Israeli efforts to develop a coronavirus vaccine, as first reported in the Jerusalem Post, Freudian, last month, in cooperation in matters of energy and water. An important element of the deal for the UAE is the expectation that its citizens would be able to visit the Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called the deal full formal peace with one of the strongest countries in the world. Together, we can bring a wonderful future. It is an incomparably exciting moment, Netanyahu said. I have the great privilege to make the third peace treaty between Israel and an Arab country, the UAE. Netanyahu wished Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi, Mohammed bin Zayed, Salam... Okay, yeah, we're not getting all that. Peace unto you and peace unto us. There we go. Trump said in a statement posted to his Twitter account, opening direct ties between two of the Middle East's most dynamic societies and advanced economies will transform the region by spurring economic growth, enhancing technological innovation, and forging closer people-to-people relations. In subsequent remarks in the Oval Office, Trump alluded to many more countries in the region normalizing ties with Israel, and some very exciting things, including ultimately with the Palestinians. Ooh, man, he's going for it, huh? Netanyahu said he has reason to be very optimistic that today's announcement with the UAE will be joined by more countries in this expanding circle of peace. The agreement ushers in a new era of peace between Israel and the Arab world, he said. Netanyahu thanked the leaders of the Arab world for supporting the agreement on Friday, writing on his Twitter account, I thank Egyptian President al-Sisi and the governments of Oman and Bahrain for their support of the historic peace agreement between Israel and the United States Emirates. The agreement expands the circle of peace and benefits the entire region, Netanyahu wrote. And while the president is literally going after peace in the Middle East, there's actually people talking about him getting a Nobel Peace Prize due to this. What's Biden and Kamala Harris doing, huh? Having their joint press conference. What was it? There was a blackout. Seriously, it really is just clownish at this point how contrasting the two options that we have in the upcoming election in November is. And, as Pelosi, Schumer, and Donald Payne, I'm call out Milford, and the rest of the blue team, try to ultimately steal an election, because let's be real, that's what the whole vote by mail situation is. I mean, it's so amazing. Here in New Jersey, they've pushed for the governor has done an executive order of all vote by mail. And the deal is, we've never done that. Like in the history of this country, we've never had a entire a vote by mail election. So it's like, could you be more blatant about this? Could you be more hypocritical at all? Of course not. I mean, it's pretty evident what's taking place here, and it's that there is an element of our society that's basically been able to put its tentacles into every facet, from the colleges to the government, and they really could care less about this nation and fairness and the values that this nation stands on, and care more about power and how they can not just keep and maintain it, but garner even more. So guys, with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff, if you liked it, toss a like, dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub, if you enjoy my fantastic voice and you want to get videos like this every single day, share, because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute and like aren't the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications and speak. Let me know, what do you guys think in the comments? Do you think the Nobel Peace Prize is what it once was? I mean, they gave it seems that they like, wasn't old girl Greta Thunberg, the Greta Thunberg chick, wasn't she nominated? Like, hasn't it lost quite a bit of credibility? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, all right? And until the next one.